Yo, what's up, y'all? Stone Mando here. Appreciate y'all tuning into the video today. And we got some Black Series news, some old, some newer. Today, this just actually came across the table as of June 25th. And we're finally getting the STAP in the Black Series, dude. And I'm stoked, man. I always thought that this would be, I always figured this would be like something they could do in a HasLab to kind of bring back the vehicle line or whatever. I never anticipated them doing this as like a singular release, and they're doing it in the old school episode 1 packaging, which is just so nostalgic, man. Because obviously I grew up, the prequels are my Star Wars I grew up with, so seeing that packaging is super, super, super nostalgic to me. But the fact that it comes on a stand, it's coming with the battle droid. The paint looks freaking good, man. The sculpt looks insane. It just looks so, so awesome, man. And like I said, I just always thought that this would be something that would need to be done in a HasLab just to help bring back the hype behind the Black Series HasLabs, because we've already had two that have... Yeah, well, there's been two, because it was Reva's Inquisitor lightsaber and then obviously the Rancor. Both of them failed, which... I'm not going to get stuck on the Rancor HasLab too long, but they were like 500 backers away or something. I don't know, but staying on the STAP, dude, it comes on the stand. The paint looks incredible. I'm just so stoked to be seeing this, and it's going to be retailing for $49.99 on Hasbro Pulse. So that is the only bad downside to this set, is that it's going to be a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. Which obviously means like any kind of Pulse members that pay for Pulse Premium or whatever, they're going to get an hour ahead access, or early access to the pre-orders for this, and then obviously it goes live for everyone, available to everyone. The only bad thing about this being a Pulse exclusive is that I feel like it's going to sell out super fast, just like the Mace Windu Clones of the Republic line. The same thing with the Yoda Clones of the Republic. Both of those, especially the Yoda, like literally an hour or two after it went live for pre-orders, it sold out the very day, the very hour, or some shit like that. Pretty crazy. But I also understand why, because so many of us collectors have been clamoring for a prequel version of Yoda. But that being said, when it does sell out, they end up putting up another batch of pre-orders up as soon as they can. So nothing to be too worried about. If it does sell out, they're going to post it again. You just got to check back frequently, keep hitting that refresh button. But anyways, back to the STAP. Super happy to be getting this. I am extremely impressed that we're getting this in an actual single release and it not being a HasLab or anything. $49.99, $50 for the little vehicle, the stand it comes on, and the battle droid. I'll pay that all day. And next up, we have Darth Maul with his Sith speeder, or basically AKA known as the Bloodfin. And super stoked to see this. Again, this is something else that I thought was always going to have to be a HasLab, just to kind of bring the hype back to the Black Series HasLabs, just because vehicles have not done that well in the line so far. Example, Luke's Snow Speeder, the First Order TIE Fighter, Enfys Nest Speeder Bike. None of those did very well, and they went on insane deep clearance. So I always thought that this would just have to be something that they would have to do for a HasLab to start bringing back the kind of vehicles and extra, almost like world building elements with vehicles and stuff like that. But the one thing that I do want to point out that other collectors have also pointed out is that this version, the Bloodfin, the speeder bike, or the speeder, is actually it is not the theatrical color. It's not screen accurate. The color, the orange seat and the kind of beigeish color, is actually paying homage to the 8 or 12 inch version of this figure that came out in the Power of the Force wave way back in the day. But this is paying homage to that first release of this figure. So that's why doesn't have the theatrical colors on it, which I would prefer that, but who knows? Maybe sometime in the future they'll do another re-release and they'll actually release the speeder with the correct theatrical colors, but I just don't see that happening. But we'll just have to see. But other than that, man, myself being a huge Darth Maul fan, it looks like this is gonna be the version that comes with soft goods. Same with not the single release, but the GameStop 3-pack with Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. The single release is just the hard plastic. It does not come with the soft goods cloak, but it looks really good, and I'm super, super excited to see how it goes. Supposedly, I'm looking on yakface.com right now. Hasbro Pulse has added placeholder pages for their various SDCC exclusives, including the Black Series Darth Maul with Sith Speeder. Okay, no official word when it will be available for purchase. Interesting, and I believe, I'm trying to remember how much this was retailing for. I want to say it was like $60 or something like that, which to me is that's pretty fair. I don't see a problem with it being $60 at all. There's also a lot of Black Series figures that are starting to hit the U.S. A lot of the Holocom figures and the Mandalorian Shriek Hawks, the 2-pack of the Mandalorians. Also, the 2-pack of Enoch and the Night Trooper is starting to come in as well. That actually looks like a really sick 2-pack set. And here's a look at Maul and his Sith Speeder at San Diego Comic-Con. And I think this is this photo is from the Star Wars toy collector, but he actually has the credit to the actual person who took the photo. But this looks pretty awesome, dude. It looks great. And here is his page, the Star Wars toy collector, and the credit is, these pictures are actually from Toy Arc. I guess it's on Instagram or TikTok. I'm not really totally sure. Also, gotta look at Yoda here. And look how fantastic he looks, man. Those two alternate heads, the smiling and the grimace, the chair, I'm very excited to get this in hand. And also on display at San Diego Comic-Con, here's the GameStop 3-pack with Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Maul. And dude, I cannot wait to get these three set up on the shelf. It's probably by the time I get them set up, it's probably gonna look something similar to this. I'm so excited. It looks fantastic. And once again, credit to Toy Arc and the Star Wars Toy Collector. Here's a look at the STAP with the Battle Droid on it at San Diego Comic-Con. And man, I need like 2 or 3 of these on my shelf, dude. Like, imagine setting up a diorama or like a little scene from the Naboo fight at the beginning of the Phantom Menace. Or, I mean, honestly, this can go anywhere on your shelves. STAPs appeared all throughout the Clone Wars and whatever, but these look freaking just so awesome, dude. And this is the last little bit of news I have for y'all this video, and looks like we got a little leak here, and we're going to be getting Venestra, which is one of the either 7 or 8 out of the wave, because we do have 2 more open slots, now technically 1 because we know Venestra's coming. And I was thinking before I found out that before I seen this leak, I was like, there's only 2 more slots for out of the 8 of the wave, and I was like, it would be really cool if we got a Venestra figure with a purple saber, another alien looking chick with the green skin, and obviously we need Quimir or whatever his name is, the stranger. He looks very toyetic. I feel like that would make for an insane action figure. And honestly, both of his characters are pretty interesting, man. I didn't care for Yord per se, but some of the characters in the Acolyte, which I've actually kind of enjoyed, to be honest with y'all. There's good, there's bad, I get it, but for the most part, I've really dug it. But I was kind of wanting to see this in figure form, and it's really cool to finally have a look at it and like what it's going to look like in the package. It looks like it's going to come with soft goods, which is really cool. Can't really tell a whole lot from the photo reel, but even the mural art looks pretty nice. So I'm hoping the last figure we get for this wave will be Quimir. And I just feel like that would be such an epic way to end out that Acolyte wave. And my bad, I actually lied. This is the last bit of news I have for y'all. And this is actually something that had me giddy. I think I seen this while I was at work. And we're getting Savage Opress finally getting Darth Maul's long-lost night brother in the line. And he looks like he's going to be a little bit more of a beefy character. Looks like a brand new sculpt head to toe. There might be some reuse that I can't tell. Like maybe they used some of Malchus's or Wrecker's body or something. But I'm really not sure. But I am super stoked because Zabraks are one of my favorite Star Wars species. I'm a huge Darth Maul fan. So getting Savage in the line would be insanely cool, and he's on so many people's wish list for the Clone Wars, and it's just long overdue, man. The fact that Darth Maul has a brother, this guy needs to be in the line, and I feel like so far looking at him from here, I am extremely excited, and I am filled with angst and anticipation to see what the face sculpt is going to look like, because that is going to really set this figure apart, because he does have some different features other than Maul, and his horns are a lot higher and sharper and longer than Maul's. So I'm really interested to see what the face sculpt is going to look like for this figure, and once it's on there, dude, it's going to be insane to put him next to Maul. But, and on the right, that's some of the EU people are going to get a little testy with me, but I actually don't know. It's Prince something. I wasn't a big, like Knights of the Old, I don't know if this is Knights of the Old Republic or, what? It's from one of the early on video games. I forget which one it is. Shadows of the, no, I can't remember. But the character on the right, I'm not as excited for. I didn't really know what it was or who it was. But there's a lot of people that had a lot of excitement and energy towards it. But to me, dude, just seeing that headless Savage Opress sculpt, it has me very anxious. And I just am so stoked to see what that's finally going to look like. You can probably go ahead and bet on it being a deluxe figure, which I'm fine with. It's already looks like a bigger figure. You can see where his feet are under the figures beside him, and he's still a little bit taller at the top than the other figures. So he's definitely going to be a bulkier figure. But that said, him being a deluxe figure, maybe he'll come with his axe that he got from Mother Talzin and when he was on Dathomir or whatever, or he could also come with his double-bladed lightsaber. It would be cool if he came with both, so you could have the option to have like Apprentice Savage and then like, I don't know, like Sith Knight Savage. I don't know what it would call. Basically, when he started training under Maul, that's when he got his... well, no, he had his saber when he trained with Dooku, now that I'm thinking about it. I have to rewatch Clone Wars, but either way, I think it would be cool for him to come with his axe that he had at first in the beginning of his debut in the Clone Wars, or his double-bladed lightsaber to match that of his brother Maul. Maybe even throw in a robot arm, because Obi-Wan cuts his left or right, I think it was his left arm, cuts one of his arms off. I feel like that would be insane. They're probably not going to do that. That's obviously me, like, that's fantasy. But if it came with the axe, a robot arm, and a lightsaber, that would be an insane deluxe figure. But, man, I am just super stoked and ready to see what that's going to look like. Well, y'all, that's all the news that I have for y'all this video. It's been a while since I've done a news and rumor video, so I just thought it was time to kind of do a little bit of catch-up. And I'm definitely no Lukeness monster or out of the basement. They go over all the news, which I think is really awesome. For me, I just go over what I'm into and what I'm really excited for and looking forward to. I don't go through and look at every single little thing, but I do try to go over and talk about my thoughts on things that I am looking forward to. And I think people that are my same audience and my fan base would be into as well. But that being said, I hope you're all having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. I appreciate you tuning in. Leave me a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. May the Force be with you.